Okay, guys, as promised in my last review, I'm back with another vintage collection figure, and this time it is indeed the Rebel Fleet Trooper. And I'll show you the packaging. Again, the classic Star Wars logo with the Luke and Leia at the top. Now you can see, now I have two of these, so this one is still in the packaging. So there you get the bubble. There's a little look at the figure. And you go down, you got your Kenner logo. And very cool image on the front. I just love that image. So that's why I waited till I got two of these to do the review. Now, if you flip it over, here you have the Rebel Fleet Trooper. So it says Vintage Collection. And the first time that this character was released in a figure, back in the Power of the Force 2 collection. So it says original Rebel Fleet Trooper card, 95 to 97. You have the vintage description on the back. Again, if you can pause the video there if you'd like. And you saw this in the last review. The other characters in the wave. The ARC Trooper Commander, Han Solo, Barriss Offee, which I just did, Logray, and Bomb Vinden, which I also did. You got, let's see, all your various other logos, your Hasbro, StarWars.com, proof of purchase, so on. Just really cool figure. Now, on to, here's the figure himself. You got that classic kind of retro 70s helmet, like that huge helmet that we've seen so many times whenever you look at the original film. And go down. Looks really nice. Again, I love the color contrast with this, with the sort of grayish pants, the blue shirt, and the black vest. It just looks really cool. Just all around. I'll go into articulation first with this. Again, like with all the other vintage figures, ball-jointed head, ball-hinged shoulders, ball-hinged elbows, swivel wrists, swivel waist, swivel hips, ball-hinged knees, ball-hinged ankles. And I'll go into accessories now, and first you have this little kind of like ammo pack that's strapped to his leg. Now if you notice in the packaged one, see here it is, it's not on his leg, it's in the packaging. That's because it can be removed. And there's a little hole on the back of the boot. I won't bother removing it now, but there's a little hole on the back of the boot, and there's like a peg on one side. You just loop it around and slip the peg in the hole on the back of the boot, and it stays on there. Now, also, you have this helmet, which can be removed. And there you see better the facial and head sculpt of this guy. This guy looks a little older, like he's probably been around for a while. But cool head sculpt. You know, it's not meant to look like a particular actor. Well, it's probably based on some actor that played one of these troopers, but it's not a specific actor that we know. And also you have down here the traditional Rebel blaster. And there you go. And then we see when the Millennium Falcon arrives on Yavin, on the Yavin base, you see a trooper on like a little lookout tower with this kind of like sensor scanner thing. Let's see if you can I mean, it's all black light. It's hard to get a good look, but that's pretty cool. And then he also comes with, they threw this in, and some people are a little perplexed by this as to why they put this in. He's got this little like baseball cap thing here, which, you know, does fit on his head. There he is with his little baseball cap. Now, with all these accessories, this is a great figure if you can find a bunch of them. And you could do, you know, troop buildings. You could have one guy with the sensor, and one guy with the cap, and one with the helmet. And I believe the source of the cap and why they put the cap in there, if you look at the very end of the movie, during the medal ceremony, and you have all the rebel troops lined up, you see guys like that. I'm pretty sure you have to kind of look real quick, but if you scan the crowd, you see rebel troopers with this kind of cap in there. So I believe that, if I'm not mistaken, that is the origin of why they put this cap in there. So I would love to get one more of these guys, just so I could have one with the cap and do one with the helmet. I think that would be cool. And then later on, maybe use it in some kind of display one day. Who knows? I don't have really the room to display my figures that much, so because I would do more displays and dioramas, I just don't have the room to display stuff. But yeah, great figure. And again, this is something I'm going to mention that you don't always get in figures. The accessories, again, fit really well in the hands. And I've had problems with certain figures where they have these great accessories and they don't fit too well in their hands. And it's kind of a fail on Hasbro's part. I really hate when that happens with figures. And it's just certain figures, it's like that, some it's not. But with this one, the hands are great. You know, this hand here is made to hold the scanner, and this is made to hold the blaster. And you got one thing that'd be nice if there were a little holster on the side. That's the one thing that this figure is missing. But overall, this is a great figure to have. I would highly recommend him. And again, it's just an awesome card back. So he looks so awesome on the card. So if you're able to get a couple to keep one in the package and one loose, I would do that. It just looks so great. So again, that's why I waited to do this. I've had this for a little while now, for a few months. But I waited till I found another one. And yeah, there's your Rebel Fleet Trooper. And a great figure. Highly recommend him. And hope you enjoyed my review. And again, as usual, rate, comment, subscribe. And I'll be back with one more review I'm going to do today. And I will see you later. Bye.